incline board, which, if you don't know what that is, it's a step that you step up on that is at an angle, and it forces your calves to stretch out. I've been wanting one of these for a long time. I do the thing up against the wall sometimes, or on a step or something, but they say that that's not as good as having an incline board, and because with the incline board, it's not, you're not overstretching. It's, it's at an angle something like this, somewhere around here, like 25 to 30 degrees, something like that, and you can just stand on it and relax the rest of your body and everything in it, and it's but it forces your calves to just get a little bit of a stretch. I think it's good for people with plantar fasciitis too. Not a doctor, so don't hold me to any of this, but I'm making it for myself, and I just thought that I would go through the process and show you. It's a real simple project, but seems like it'd be kind of fun and kind of quick little afternoon deal. And I bought some grip tape, which is, it's kind of like sandpaper with adhesive on the back. It's the stuff that they'll put on ramps and stuff like that so that you don't slip on it. And I'm going to put some of that on it too. So yeah, here we go. as you can see, it's finished. It is finished. I probably made it a little tougher or stronger than necessary, but I like to make things to last for a long time. And that's not any kind of, you know, criticism or dissing people that do it in a different way or whatever. That's just, you know, I don't want to find out a month from now that, oh, I didn't do something right and it, you know, crumbled or whatever. So it actually has this wide brace piece on the bottom and a smaller one on the back, and these angle pieces have cut out a section so that it would fit over this, and it's all, you know, screwed together and everything. I didn't use glue because I didn't feel like it was necessary. The structure of it is strong enough that it should be fine without that. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. And you know, if you wanted to make it fancy or look better, more appealing visually or whatever, before you put the tape on, you could, you know, stain it. I wouldn't put any real finish on the surface of this before you put the tape on, because probably the tape isn't going to stick if it's got finish on it, or at least not as well. But, and then the other thing I was thinking is you could put little rubber feet on the bottom, so that, you know, it's probably actually a good idea to do that. Because if you know, almost everybody has hardwood floors, or, you know, some semblance of hardwood, not carpet. And I have carpet. I'm still in the 80s, but so it, you know, it probably won't go anywhere for me. But if you've got hardwood floors, it'd probably be a really good idea to put a rubber feet on the bottom, just so that it's not sliding around at all, because you will fall on your butt, and then you will have bigger problems than calves that aren't stretched out properly. So once again, pretty cool little project. I literally made it in maybe an hour and a half or something like that. I don't know, I wasn't timing myself, but yeah, not very long at all. Some plywood scraps and just a little bit of layout ahead of time. I think I did about a 30-degree angle. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't exact, but I feel like, you know, as long as the four of them match, you know, and it's close to that, it's not going to matter a whole lot. The point is to get the stretch. So I'm going to demonstrate, and I have flip-flops on, which by the way is kind of a new thing for me. I never used to like them, but I went to Florida a couple weeks ago and had to buy some because they didn't have slip-on shoes that I like at the Walmart, and I only had a couple of days left, and so I bought flip-flops, and I started wearing them, and I'm like, you know what, this isn't bad. I kind of like this, because I love being barefoot, and it is the next best thing. So yeah, so here's what it looks like, how you're supposed to use it. Ingenious, right? I mean, you know, it takes all kinds of ingenuity. I mean, if you don't have good balance, this probably wouldn't be a good idea, or you should at least have something close by that you can hang on to, something stable close by that you can hang on to do this. But that's a really good angle, and it's a nice stretch. It's not, you know, the thing where you put your foot up against the door. Some of you will probably know this, but the thing where you put your feet up against either a door or a wall, you know, and then, you know, stand up and kind of lean against the wall or whatever to get that stretch. It's, you know, that's fine, but it can be, I think it can be overextended, because in order to have your foot, you know, at a right angle where it's going to stay, I don't mean a right angle, I mean a correct angle where it's going to, you know, stay, and not, because if you're too low, it's just going to kind of slip down like this. And so you have to put it up there like that. And if you're not, you know, careful, you could, especially if your calves are really tight, if you're not careful, you could probably, you know, hurt yourself or damage your muscle or something like that. But this is a really good angle, and you don't have to do the thing at the door, but most importantly, you can stay there. you know, you can stand here on this thing for like, you know, 5 minutes or something if you want to, as long as you know, either got good balance or you've got something to hang on to. You can stand there and watch TV or, you know, whatever you're doing, and give them a good long stretch. And, you know, don't bounce, don't do all that stuff. Just stay there, and you stay there still, and it's gonna probably do your calves a lot of good. Okay, anyway, once again, not a doctor, so don't take my advice as health advice. I don't want to get sued, but it's a pretty cool little project, and I've been wanting to make one for a long time, so there you go. Have a good one.